Hey everyone, somebody said, hey, make a video of your manga collection, and I thought that was a good idea, so I'm going to do that. You can probably hear my fans in the background running because, well, it gets kind of hot in the room. It's still summer. I'm just showing you my manga collection, so I'm not going to turn the fans off so there's no background noise, so I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with it. So here is my manga collection. Hopefully the light's right, because unfortunately that's another thing in my room. The lighting isn't all that great. I got my lamp like right here. It's like this small little lamp with two bulbs shining right on it. So hopefully we can get something. I'll probably pick up the camera in a bit and just like bring it close to them to show you. I've got all these shelves that you can see, and there's one more down here just under the screen. This is pretty much all of my manga. I don't have anything else. And let's just go ahead and go for it. I'll go ahead and grab the camera here. And hopefully not step in the way of the light so you can still see. Okay, here you can see Chobits. And as you might notice, it's in this special little box. Volume 8 actually came with a box that you could get, and I bought it so I could have the box to put my little manga collection in. It is probably the rarest manga thing I have, is that box, and I'm definitely not getting rid of it, ever. And it came with a little Chi figure too, but I don't have her out, so I can't really show you her in this thing. Right here, yeah, I'm like stepping into the light. So right here is the all four Dreamwear comics in the little book thing. I actually have the 4 individual volumes as well. Of course, I have I have the Mega Mix and the ZX Volume 1. I need to get more of both. I'm pretty sure we're up to Mega Mix 3 and ZX. I have no idea. Here we have my one of pretty much probably my favorite manga series ever. Yeah, there's a little shadow in the corner, but there's not much I can do about that. All 10 volumes that ever came out in English of Enchanter, and we'll probably never see any more, which pisses me off because I really love this manga. Really, really love this manga. Up there we got Yukinari, the figure, which I know it's all dark because the lighting's not good in my room. Here we have Antique Gift Shop, which I really do enjoy, and I need to get the rest of the volumes that are out. Here I've got Video Girl I up to, what is it, Volume 6. I bought all of these at something called Super Happy Fun Sale that Anime Week in Atlanta runs. God, I'm standing right in the light making it all dark, but there's not much I can do about that. If I do it all, stand all awkward. I don't have anything more, and if I get any more Video Girl I want it to be in this same size, otherwise it's going to look weird on the bookcase, like Furubakan Change. The first 6 volumes came out in these tall ones, and then 7 and 8 came out in these small ones, and like 8 slightly smaller than 7. There's no way to get 7 or 8 other than these two. They didn't come in the tall ones. When they released them, they just did this, which kind of pisses me off because it doesn't look right, but there's not much I can do about it, and at least they brought it out. Oh, excuse me. That's the thing I forgive them for the most, is that they actually did bring the manga out. They didn't just stop it like freaking Enchanter. So I at least got to finish the series. Found this at a thrift store for like, $1, so I got it. I'll eventually get more. Outlanders manga. I bet most of you probably don't know. All 8 volumes of it. This took me a while. I think I got volumes 1 and 5 on Amazon for like a few bucks each, so maybe $6-7 altogether for these. And then I found volume 8 eventually I found on Amazon for like $5. But most of them you couldn't find. I got 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7 at Anime Week in Atlanta. Some guy was selling them for $5 each, and I just slapped down the money and got all of them because I really like this series, and now I finally have it. If you've only ever seen the one anime DVD they did of Outlanders, you are missing out. That barely covers, I think, like a third of this book right here, and you've got all this. And over here we got Twin Signal, mostly because it's fat enough where it'll go between the case and the wall and let everything stay up and not fall between the two. Twin Signal is something interesting. Just go out there and get there. Ta-da! It's a manga that I actually found out about because of my Mega Man fandom. I don't know if you've ever been to the Mega Man homepage, but the person who runs that webpage had an entire thing called Mega Man the Series, which is pretty much a bunch of fan fiction. And one of them was a crossover with Twin Signal. And so when I found the anime Twin Signal, I bought it because I had already been reading about these characters in the Mega Man fan fiction. And then the manga came out, and Suki actually got me this volume. I forget exactly why. I think he was just getting it to get it for me. And unfortunately, that's all that will ever be, because, yeah, whatever manga company brought it out, it says Anime Works on the thing, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if Anime Works actually did manga. Pretty much whoever did it, though, they brought out one volume and then they canceled it. So that's all that ever came out in English, which kind of pisses me off. It happens with a lot of manga I have on my shelf. They started going and then they got canceled for no damn reason. Identity, Tokyo Pop, it stopped at, I think, volume 12. I only have up to volume 10. I really need to get the last two. The reason I haven't really gotten around to it yet is because it stops at volume 12, and then there's no more, and it pisses me off because Identity was awesome. I actually got it because I was reading. I think I found out about this volume. And I found out that like he ends up logging in as this girl, and I was like, oh, that sounds really interesting. I wouldn't mind reading it. And then I found out, I was like, oh, well, there's a volume before it, but this kind of sounds not bad. So I bought the first volume and just read it to try it out, and I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. And then I just kept going. And I used to read it on one manga before one manga went down because Tokyo Pop frickin' stopped. So, yeah, Tokyo Pop or like any manga publishers, if you're watching this video for some odd reason, you're pissed because I was reading free manga online, well, you didn't bring the rest of it to America so I could buy it. I had no fucking choice. That's what I do with a lot of shit that people don't actually continue to bring out. Like World of Norway here, there's only 4 volumes that I'm aware of. There is an ISBN number for Volume 5. I've heard rumors that Volume 5 was released in very limited qualities. I have never seen a copy of Volume 5, ever. So somehow I don't think it actually was released. If it was, really was released in such minimal qualities that, you're fucking lucky as all hell to have a copy of it. Suki and I both love this series. I really wish the rest of it would come out. It won't, of course. CMP manga is dead, and it pisses me off. This is one of those mangas that needs to be relicensed by somebody and just finished, brought out. Like this, more needs to come out. This, more needs to come out. This, more needs to come out. Stop getting so far into the manga series that I like and then stopping. That's very annoying. Magical X Miracle, this is kind of like a Prince and the Pauper thing, but done with like the girl is mistaken for the prince. He was kind of like a girly looking prince, well, not the prince. She's mistaken for this powerful magician, and they have to have her fill in for him, and they're trying to teach her magic, and of course stuff goes on. It starts looking like she has the potential to actually be really great in magic. Thankfully, it's only 6 volumes. Now, the only problem I have with Magical X Miracle is that it should be longer. It seems like a series that could have gone on for another 7 volumes and still have been great, but I'm glad that I at least have it all and it's complete. Dramacon. This is an awesome American manga, and you should really go check it out. There's actually a book that has all 3 volumes in it, plus an extra story, and I need to get that book for that extra story. And, yeah. The Devil does exist. I forget exactly why I picked up the first volume of this, but I ended up doing it, and then I picked up like the 2nd and 3rd, and then no more was released to the Walden Books that I shopped at. and I had the like special order, I think 4, 5, and 6, and eventually I just ended up special ordering the entire rest of the series. This used to be the longest manga series I owned that was actually complete. Now, Devil Does Exist is a really neat story about pretty much this girl, her dad, I think it's her dad or is it her mom? One of her parents ends up remarrying, and that parent, their child is this guy who is just like a total bastard to her at first. But it's kind of more of like he's just picking on her as a hazing thing, and he actually has a good heart and blah blah blah, and they end up starting to fall in love. But since their parents are getting married, they're about to become brother and sister, and so that causes a problem. And it's a really neat little story, and it finishes like I think halfway through 11, then you get like a little bonus story. Shigechara! Yes, I have the first 7 volumes of Shigechara. I am behind, I know. I will eventually get more, but I really do enjoy this series. It's a lot of fun. Pixie Pop, which is all about this girl meets this fairy who she has like some sort of special liquid that she drinks, and now whenever she drinks certain drinks, they have different effects on her. Like milk will make her really strong. I think I'm pretty sure anything with alcohol makes her older. And water's the only one that's not supposed to do anything. Although in one story it does, I guess because her emotions were out of whack. It's just a cute little romantic comedy type thing, which would have done really well as a 12-episode series, but it never happened. Instant Teen is not for everyone. It's about this little like 7 or 8-year-old girl that gets some nuts that when she eats them, and all of you stop snickering who started, like some peanuts that, or walnuts or whatever, that when she eats them, she grows up into a teenage girl. And it's pretty much all of the shit that she goes through with that. And it's only 4 volumes long, and it's cute. It's about the only thing that guy's done that I really liked. He's brought out 2 other stories that I've tried to get into, and I've had mixed results. This is the longest running manga series I have. Love Hina. All the volumes, all the way up to 14, and then the 2 novels. This is an interesting little manga sequence. Wow, I don't know what my camera's doing, but there's a little square in my screen. Yeah, maybe it's trying to focus. But this was a one-shot. This is all that there is in America. It's actually really interesting, though. I can't quite remember exactly what it was about, though. Obviously, there's a vampire involved, though, because, you know, he's holding the cross. Metamo Kiss was weird. It's about... He has a condition that... his whole family has this kind of condition that when they kiss the person they're destined to be with, or they're like their soulmate or something, they switch bodies. Except, like, there's this... Like, his older sister, her soulmate, for some reason, is a cat, and they switch bodies. It's really fucking weird. I don't understand it. But it's kind of just like a love story between him and her. That's the main focus, and it's cute. I ended up just getting it because I was like, it's cute enough. And it's cute enough that I don't want to get rid of it. And it's also because I like the whole gender-bending themes in manga and anime and shit. I always find them really funny or really amusing. That's why I have Vampire Doll. It's pretty much this ancient demon lord who's resurrected into the body of a teenage girl wax doll.